Wait. What? Wait. What? Shut your bitch ass up.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GSD episode of the Tradesman Experience. What is GSD? It is, of course, get shit done. Man, today's topic is something that fires me up and drains my life at the same time. And that is talking about the glory days. Back when shit was good, when we did all of this, did all of that. I come from a small town in the Midwest whose community comes together and is built around the high school athletics and dynasty of the football team. And if I go back there right now, I can go in any local bar and I can sit down next to someone close to my age, and within 30 minutes, they're going to talk about how much they could bench press in high school, how fast they were, the girls that they got, right? And they're bellied up to the bar. They're 40 pounds overweight. They couldn't string together 10 burpees without going into fucking cardiac arrest if they had to. Or you got the ladies who were, on the cheer squad or the pom squad or the fucking whatever squad it is, and talking about the glory days and how fit they were and how good they looked. And at the meantime, they're hogging down a 30-piece nugget, yelling at their kids in fucking traffic. I hate the glory days. Now, to quit that quick rant about the glory days, what does it really mean? What do the glory days really mean? If I were to hang out with you and your friends while you were drinking, within a short period of time, I could identify where you stopped maturing. When people continue to relive the glory days, they're continuing to hold on to this moment where they felt significant or they felt relevant. And then everything beyond that, they allowed to happen to them. Reliving the glory days is like driving to work every day, staring into the rearview mirror. Think about that. If you drove to work every single day and 90% of where you were looking was in the rearview mirror, you would very quickly crash. You would run over someone, you would rear end someone, you would run off the road. You're not going to be able to make quick, tactical, accurate decisions and actions that's going to keep you moving in the direction that you need to be moving. Instead, you're focusing on everything that you have already passed, everything that is behind you. That's how a lot of people live their life. That's how a lot of people live their day, is the shoulda, coulda, woulda. I wish I would have done this. I should have done that. I could have done that. Man, if we did this, wouldn't you know? This psychotic realm of imagination, fabrication, continues to just relapse and relive in conversations. You've got to make sure that when you're driving towards something, you're doing your job, you're being a parent, you're being a spouse, you're being a friend, you're taking care of your fitness, you're looking at your finances, that the rearview mirror is simply to collect pieces of data when necessary. Now, if you're driving down the road and you run over something, the first place you're going to look is the rearview mirror to find out what the fuck we just ran over and hope that it wasn't something tragic. It's good to have those moments of reflection. It's good to have those moments where you look back and go, God, yeah, that wasn't good. We need to course correct. We need to change speed. We need to change direction. We need to make different decisions. We need to do something. But if your nights and weekends are filled with alcohol and stories of the past, then you peaked. You peaked at those moments. And that's why I said I could recognize when you stopped maturing. So tactics. How do you get out of that? How do you quit reliving the glory days? Well, first thing you have to do is make aware of what you're currently doing. If every day and every weekend is spent bitching about your boss, complaining about your job, talking about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, I didn't get this, I didn't do that, or if every day you go to work and you're bitching about the significant other, you're complaining about the kids, you're internally fighting your health because you're fucking 40 pounds overweight and you shouldn't be, and yet you're just pounding down another gallon of cola. You got to make aware. What conversation are you having with those close to you? This is where you can start to get intimate about where you currently are and where your mindset is. What conversations do you currently have with those closest to you? Are they past focused or are they growth focused? If they're past focused, you're living in the glory days. If they're growth focused, that immediately tells me the quality of the people that you spend your time with. That immediately tells me that you have a group of people, you have a tight circle of friends that are willing to challenge one another, willing to accept one another, and willing to have conversations on things that are going to improve you. Again, if those conversations are talking about bar fights, arm wrestling competitions, how much beer you drank, how many girls you banged in high school, and whatever, minuscule time you spent in an education outside of high school and decided not to do anything with it, which don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of college. I don't give a fuck about college. But if that's part of the recipe of your conversation of the glory days, you need to rewrite that conversation. You need to rewrite that internal narrative. You need to decide if the people that you're surrounding yourself with are holding you back or pushing you forward. You've got to decide, how am I spending my time? How am I spending my energy? What conversations am I indulging in? How intoxicating am I to my family? Don't get hung up in the past. It's nothing more than data. That's it. Stored data. No one cares about your fucking high school touchdown pass 20 years ago. It's just data. How you use that stored data to allow you to make better decisions is what's going to encourage you to grow. Stop driving by looking in the rearview mirror. Look ahead, make better decisions, take better actions, and get shit done. Thank you for spending this time with me. Who am I? My name is Josh. You can find me on Instagram at The Tradesman Experience. Email is thetradesmanexperience@gmail.com. Website's thetradesmanexperience.com. And the YouTube channel is The Tradesman Experience. Get out there, get shit done. See ya.
Wait, what?